pollination here and make seedless fruit. It's smaller, but there's no seeds in it, and they don't need a male to pollinate like in
I like those.
yeah. And I also think there's huge potential for these because there's no seeds. You could like dehydrate them and they'd be like little dates, or freeze dry. There'd be no seeds in them. You could freeze dry them whole. I think there's good potential for those. So that's the two seedless ones. Proc is probably the most like everybody's hands down. If you're gonna have one persimmon variety, Proc. I mean American persimmon. Proc is the one to have. It's a very, very, very early, one of the first ones to ripen. They're huge fruits, about the size of like rocket balls almost. Very few seeds, a really good like liquidy pulp that's just delicious and mild, never astringent, and yeah. And then Autumn 2 is a variety, you'll hear about that on Costa's.
And that's self-fertile?
No, so these are the only ones that we know are self-fertile.
Okay.
These will have to have well, they may or may not. They may all be self-fertile. We just don't know because no one's growing them. We can't grow them without a male because the males everywhere here and they're bee pollinated, so they can carry pollen from like quarter or half mile away. But yeah, these are like 90 chromosome types that if you have a male, which I think I got you the Sucus. So the Sucus is a hermaphroditic. It's a mosaic chimera of male and female parts that kind of express themselves kind of randomly. It's like a calico cat has. It's a mosaic of different genotypes of patches of cells. This is the same, but it's got male and female patches throughout the tree. So it will make nice fruit, but it will also make pollen that will pollinate these guys.
Okay.
It wouldn't pollinate those. You could put those next to each other. These would still be seedless. But this is a 90 chromosome.
Okay, so this would do both of those.
Oh yeah.
One of them.
We're all
And how far apart, like how, in what proximity?
Quarter mile is what the general rule of thumb for bee
Okay.
pollination of
Okay.
like fruit trees.
Okay.
The other thing is like I wouldn't be surprised if you start looking around. You may find there's a number of like male persimmons in Chicago. People just have it as like street trees or in the parks or
Right.
arboretums.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of times they might want males because they don't drop fruit and make a mess everywhere or whatever.
Right.
Now A2 is Autumn 2, and that's a very unknown variety that I think is one of the best, and then kind of bringing it back into the limelight, so to speak.
So are you
And it makes a very big fruit, and it fruits all season. Like there may be one fruit still on some of those. They're huge and flat, like a flat pumpkin, and they're delicious. And they only have 1 to 3 seeds, even when they're pollinated. And I like it because it drops from the very early part of the season of persimmons all the way through like late, like now.
I might have missed this. Are these grafted?
These are all grafted.
And which is the shortest of these trees?
Oh, shortest growing.
Yeah, top out.
They're all going to be pretty similar because they're all female. 90 chromosomes. The 60 chromosomes one supposedly can get a lot taller than, in general, than the 90 chromosomes. But we're talking about like 50 feet versus like 60, 70
But
feet.
all can be pruned.
All of them can be pruned, and the female ones tend to not get as big because they're so heavily producing fruit that they kind of like put more of the energy into that than into the growth.
None of these are short.
No, the hybrids would be the ones you'd want to be short. They don't get as big because the Asian persimmons don't get quite as big. Backwards for everybody. So I'd say that I have lots of hybrids, and like we can get more in the spring.